Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Talk About Sleep. There's the picture of the book, Let's Talk About Sleep. The Amazon link to that is in the description box down below. Book number 2 is in production, so keep an eye out. But book number 1, somebody will get a signed copy of that when we get to 1,000 subscribers, so please keep subscribing, and not keep subscribing, subscribe. But if you're watching and not subscribed, please subscribe. Please share with your friends and family. And as I always say, these videos are for education only. So today we're going to be talking about a medication which has been asked about a few times on the comment section of my videos, most recently by Clint. He asked, can you talk about Restoril or Temazepam? Okay, this is a medication which is under the benzodiazepine class. So what are those? That's Xanax, Klonopin, Ativan, Valium, right? Halcyon. These are all medications which are pretty well known to the public. These are essentially anti-anxiety medications. They're not really sleep aids, but they're used in sleep quite often. Temazepam specifically is actually approved by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, the clinical practice guidelines, as a treatment for sleep onset and sleep maintenance insomnia. So people who have trouble falling asleep or people who have trouble staying asleep. So the thing about Restoril or Temazepam is it definitely has that approval, right? It has that FDA approval for insomnia, but it is still a benzodiazepine. So what does that mean? Well, it can make sleep apnea worse, right? Benzodiazepines, they relax the muscles in our body, they relax our brain. So if somebody has trouble where the tongue is falling backwards and closing off the airway, i.e. sleep apnea, with a benzodiazepine on board, there's a higher chance it's going to happen. Okay, so that's one thing. The second thing is, because it's a benzo, there's potential for addiction, right? So we got to be careful about that. Number 3 is benzodiazepine medications may affect memory down the road. Okay? Its half-life of Temazepam is 8 to 20 hours, which makes it actually a good sleep aid for that reason. It's a longer half-life, something like Klonopin, for example. That also is used in sleep in certain conditions because it can help the person to stay asleep, right, longer. Something like Xanax, which is very, very short-acting, is kind of in and out of the system very quickly. Xanax, I kind of view it more as like if I'm severely panicked or I'm afraid to go flying or something, you use it then, but not really as a sleep aid unless you're super, super anxious. It's metabolized by the liver. Okay, I'm just reading a little cheat sheet here. So Temazepam with medical literature has actually been shown to be very, very effective, though. Okay, despite the negative aspects of it being a benzo. It's been shown to reduce at 15 milligrams, which is kind of the middle dose. It's been shown to reduce sleep latency by 37 minutes, so people fall asleep easier, and it increases total sleep time by about an hour and a half. Okay, which is pretty significant. All right, but again, it does come with risks. What's really, I guess, cool about Temazepam is it's on the U.S. Air Force's list of what do they call it? Go and no-go pills, right? So what are those? So before a mission, right? If the pilots need to sleep, there's a few go pills, or no-go pills, excuse me. Yeah, there's a few. So there's go, which wake people up, and there's no-go, which get them to sleep. So if a pilot has to sleep, Temazepam is one of those agents, as is Sonata, which is a short-acting version of Ambien, and Ambien is on that list, right? So if these pilots need to sleep the night before a mission, this is what the Air Force recommends they take. The go pill, that's to wake them up the next day, that's amphetamine, so like Adderall, for example, or modafinil, which is a wake-promoting agent, and I've had videos on both of those. Okay, so getting back to Temazepam, it does work. There is good literature supporting it. It's approved, okay, and it's on the American Academy of Sleep Medicine's clinical practice guidelines, but I really only reserve it for certain cases. Like if I've ruled out somebody has sleep apnea, maybe I'll try it then. If somebody has been on it in the past and it worked for them, maybe I would try it then. But again, it's got to be tempered against, could there be consequences down the road, and has bad stuff been ruled out, and have we tried other things? Like, I've talked about trazodone a lot on this channel. That would, in my mind, would be more preferable. But it is out there. It's used. You should know about it. But I do try to avoid it if I can. And that's for all benzos. Okay. Unless, like, for example, somebody has a psychiatrist who they're working with me and the patient. But that's for a different topic. So that's the story for today. If you have any questions on Temazepam, thank you for those who asked about a video on this. That was great. So keep the questions and comments coming. Make these videos based on what you guys asked for. So hopefully this helps. Please share this with anybody who would benefit. Until next time, everybody, sleep well.